when you read this, do you think, mental picture, do you get a picture of a group of men, right, in their Arabian shepherd garments and their flocks and their shepherd staff? That's kind of, you know, what you picture. Okay. Verse 4 says, and Yaakov said to them, we got to remember, Yaakov was a trickster, okay? Said, Yaakov said to them, my brothers, where do you come from? And they said, we're from Haran. He said to them, do you know Laban, son of Nahor? They said, we do. He said unto them, is it well with him? In all actuality, he said, is it peace? Is it shalom? That's what he said to them. Because there's no, in the Hebrew, you don't ask a question like that. You ask a question by kind of stating what it is, and you state it in a affirmative or in a, you know, a question, but we don't ask questions in Hebrew like we do in English. Okay. So they said to him, he said to them, is it peace? And they said, it is peace. Okay. And here is his daughter, Rachel, coming with the sheep. Now, we've got this mental image of these men, shepherds, right? And they have their shepherd staff, and they have their shepherd garments, and they are tending their sheep. He said, look, here comes Rachel, or Rachel, his daughter. And she was doing what? Tending the sheep. You got to hear this out of, let me see, because I went to a lot of places last night. I did this for my own personal thing. So I'm just sharing with you guys my own personal observations. Genesis 29, and I'm trying to decide whether I can skip down and do this. Okay, I will give it to you, and it's going to come out of the Targum. But Yaakov is saying to these people in verse, wait a minute, 6. He said, is it well? They said, yes, it's well. 7 says, did we do 7?
Yeah, we got to 7.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I'm sorry. Okay. 7 says, he says to them, look, it's still broad daylight. It's not time for the animals to be gathered together. I'm going to change that word animals to flocks, because that means something. It's not time for the flock to be gathered together. Okay. Remember I just said Yaakov came from the feast of Shabbat. What feast is the Feast of Ingathering? Tabernacles. Y'all slow? Y'all slow? Tabernacles. It's the Feast of Ingathering. What did he say to them? It's not time for the flock to be. Okay. Now, these people are living here. They're shepherds. Here comes Rachel, the shepherdess. And that's what they call her, a shepherdess. I'm going to call her a shepherd because a shepherd is a shepherd is a shepherd. It doesn't matter whether it's male or female. So we're going to call her a shepherd. So here comes this woman. Now, these people have a particular way of doing things in their community. Here's this stranger, Yaakov, coming in, and he says to them, what are y'all doing? The sheep are here. Remember, 3 flocks of sheep that belong to the shepherds that he's talking to, who are apparently waiting on who? Rachel. They're not doing anything until this woman, shepherd, gets here with her flock. I like that. Who you think owned the well? Her father. Her father owned the well. That's my well. You don't water your sheep until I get there with the flock that the Most High has entrusted in my hands. That's what I wanted to tell you. Let me get that real quick. I like this. Here we go. In the Targum of Aquilos, it says, while they were speaking with him, the shepherds, shepherd at that time because, listen to the reason, because there had been a plague from Ahiah among the sheep of Laban, and but few of them were left, and he dismissed his shepherds. Woe unto the shepherds that scatter my sheep. He dismissed his shepherds and had put the remaining flock before Rachel, his daughter. See, when we read this story in the past, we always said, well, he didn't have any sons. That's why she was the shepherd. No, because they would have hired sons. They would have hired, people to do this work, right? She was the shepherd because she had the ability to be it. Simple. She had the ability to do it. Yeah. Think in terms of this. Being a shepherd is not an easy job. I'm talking physical sheep. That's not an easy job. She's got to come to this well. They move the stone. She's got to get water and pour it in a trough for all of her flock. That's no easy job. We don't want to walk the coffee cup from the coffee pot to here. You know what I'm saying? God forbid we have to go upstairs. Chelsea, go upstairs and get me. Am I right? Okay. But this chick, this woman, okay, she had the ability to shepherd her father's flock. I love it. She had the ability to shepherd her father's flock. Now, these people have a particular way of doing things, okay? Like here, we have a particular way that we do things, okay? And Yaakov comes and he wants to change the way they are doing what they do. We have people that we come in contact with on the regular that always think that they know a better way to do whatever we are doing. Let's be clear. Not what they are doing. How about you fix what you are doing? You understand what I mean? Don't come and then you want to tell us how to do this. Just had to throw that out there. So Yaakov comes and he wants to tell them a better way. He said, hey, it's high day. It's the middle of it's 12 o'clock noon, if you will, okay? It's not time for the flock to be gathered. What did they say? Verse 8. But they said, we cannot until all the flocks are gathered together, and the stone is rolled from the mouth of the well, then we shall water the sheep. Okay, if we had to look at the symbolism in this thing, what will we see? The flock, we know who, we are the flock. We are the flock of his people, okay? The well, what would it represent? Okay, you said the ruach. Give me something else.
Water.
What is the water going to represent?
Life.
Okay, life. Anybody else? Mom, Justin?
What they're being taught.
There you go.
And they were all coming to the same well, all in the same Torah.
Come on now. To drink of the same Spirit. Hey, the Spirit is not going to tell you one thing, and her one thing, and him something else, and we all come together, and we can't fit that thing jointly together. It's not going to do it. We all got to drink from the same well. We all got to be gathered together. Not in one physical place, but in one mind. The word in Hebrew place is the word makom. I feel my help coming up. It's the word makom. And makom doesn't necessarily mean a physical locale. It means a condition in a mind or a body. So we got to come together into one condition of mind or body so that we can drink from the well. Who am I? I'm going to run around the room. So Yaakov comes, and they said, no, we can't do it. Because everybody's got to drink from the same well. We have spent too long coming up with our own doctrines. And then And then saying, the Spirit told me. The Spirit of the higher told me. The Spirit of all those other people. I'm not even going to name it. That we used to follow. We spent too much time. Now, the Most High is shaking us. And He's shaking us to wake us up. To bring us to this well. To bring us to this one condition of mind or body. Makom. Place. Y'all with me?
We're with you.
Okay. Let me see. Ooh, I'm gonna move. Okay. Verse. Okay. Verse 9 said, and while he was still speaking with them. Now they're having this dialogue, but what did I say? They had to wait for Rachel to get there with her sheep. All of the flock. See, we're just a little bit of flock. You've got those who are online, who are in other cities and states, are a little bit of the flock. Other assemblies who are drinking from the same well, because they came daily. As a matter of fact, they came twice a day. That was the habit of the people. You water your flocks twice a day. In the morning, when it's cool, and then in the evening. And so they had drank from this well continuously, day by day. And they had to wait until everybody came together, trusted on one mind and one accord. So while they were having this discussion, they are waiting on Rachel to bring her flock. Says, verse 10, now, when Yaakov saw Rachel, wait, let me do 9, I think I skipped that one. So when he was still speaking with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. What do you think that word kept is? Everybody got Esau up? Okay, thank you. Woo! I was looking, who what? I don't know. I don't know, Brother Boy. I didn't look back. I'm sorry, I didn't know Tom had put it up. But if you have your Esau up, Brother Boy, would you please just copy and paste the word kept in verse 29. Anybody looking at the King James? Does yours say kept? Let me make sure before I...
And where does it say keep?
Verse 9.
It says kept.
Okay. Brother Boy, look that up. There it is. What does it mean, guard?
Guard.
All right, now. I got to go back. Look at here. How did this woman guard the Most High? No, it's the same word for the Shabbat.
Yes.
It's to keep the Shabbat. It's to guard it. It's to fence it in. And to guard it. To protect it from being hurt, defiled, any harm, any danger.